Hello my friends, we are going over a brand new build from budget to meta with my favorite MPX. Let's talk about it. What's up everybody and welcome back to the Exfil and Hideout. My name is Ghost. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super excited you guys are here. Today we're going to be talking about the MPX, one of my favorite guns in the game. And we're going to be going over the meta version and the budget version. Before we get into the build, I stream every single day on Twitch. I would love for you guys to come by the stream sometime and have some fun with us every single day, right around 6 a.m. PST. Grab some caffeine and yeah, come hang out. Other than that, if you guys find some value in this video, you guys liked it, make sure not only do you let me know down in the comments, but you give the video a like because it does go a long way for the channel. And if you want to see more Tarkov content, I have over 100 videos for you guys to hopefully bring you some value. And you can always hit the bell if you want to be notified when videos go live. Let's get into this build. Okay, so here we are about to get into the builds. And in this video, we're going to be talking about each of the builds, the budget and the meta. Everything about them, prices, stats, all that good stuff. We're going to be taking them both into the hideout to show you how they run, so you can see for yourself before you even run it. And then also pretty much we'll talk about ammo a little bit, but I'm not going to get really like too in depth in the ammo part just because there's not a ton to say. But yeah, so the very first thing that we're going to do is we are going to buy the MPX. Now right now it is the best way to get it through the barter. So you can get the barter right in the beginning at Peacekeeper 1, and it's going to be 7 dog tags at level 8. So that is roughly around 21,000 rubles, which is a lot cheaper than flea market being about 40 to 50,000 rubles. The cool thing is when you make the barter, you're gonna basically do nothing. I almost feel bad even calling this a budget build just because I'm really not doing that much. But for the people who don't have any really knowledge in building weapons, it's still going to help you out. Even just knowing about the barter. It's an amazing barter. You could run the gun in the beginning. You could grab PST for dirt cheap and you can run it. I would recommend you probably use AP63 for both of these builds. With the couple of buffs to ammo and changes we've seen, AP63 seems to be doing a lot better. At the same time, it usually doesn't do too bad anyways, unless you're fighting like level 6 armor and Altons or Risses. Even when you're fighting like face shields, it's still going to go through face shields. And because the RPM is so extremely high, I find myself even jacking up level 4 and 5 armors, even though technically when you look at the stats of the round on paper, it shouldn't, but it still does. What you're going to have to do though is when you're using this round, you're going to want to make sure that you are using your rotations more often, and you are making sure you're thinking about the fight if you're not able to shoot them right in the face. So I'm talking about like, you know, slicks and Altons specifically. So the very first thing we're going to do with the budget gun is we're going to buy it with the dog tags from Peacekeeper 1. And all we're going to do is we are going to go to Prepor and we are going to grab this right here. Right? The Axion Cobra EKP. You guys have seen it before. I use it on most of my budget builds. And even though I say sights are subjective and you can use anything you want, this is a cheap sight and it's a very good sight. It's actually a lot better than it was last wipe, and it gives you +1 ergo when you run it with the Cobra shade. So we're gonna grab the Cobra EKP. It's gonna be 15,260 rubles from Prepor 2, giving us -2 ergo. And then we're gonna be grabbing the Cobra shade on top of that, which is dirt cheap at 109 rubles from Prepor 1 and giving us +3 ergo, giving us the total of +1 ergo. On top of that, we are going to be grabbing the Tango Down foregrip. One of the best budget foregrips. Usually I recommend the RVG, but you can't get the RVG until Peacekeeper 3. And I wanted to make sure that all of my budget weapons, I tried to keep them from like trader levels 2 and under, just because Peacekeeper 3, you're already 24, you already have flea market. They upped it. It used to be 18. Now it's 24, so now I'm changing up what I'm recommending. So the Tango Down Stubby is still a great option for a foregrip. It's 36 USD from Peacekeeper 2, giving you the -1% vertical recoil and +5 on the ergonomics. This is going to end up being 70 ergo, so it's still very, very nice. With 42 vertical recoil. And then on top of that, it is going to be 41,073 rubles. 41,000 rubles. That's it. It's under 50K to run this gun, and then you have to pay for ammo. But if you're running something like PST in the beginning, this is an amazing beginning gun. And then what I did is I just slapped on the NC Star blue laser that you get from Skier 1. You guys can do sight and light whatever you want. So we're gonna take this into the hideout real quick. I'm gonna show you how she does, and then we'll go over the full stats, go into the edit preset, and then we'll go into the meta build, okay? So I think the only main problem that you're gonna have with this is if you wanna spend a little bit extra money, you can put a suppressor on it, but other than that, you're good to go. Look at this ergo, dude. It does not feel like 42 vertical recoil, by the way. A little bit more difficult to control the horizontal recoil when you are hitting further away. But for 41,000 guys, this gun is absolutely insane. This is your edit preset. And then now we will go into our meta build, okay? So this is like my baby build right here. I switched it up a little bit from a wipe ago, or I can't remember. When did I come out with the last video for this? I think it was a wipe or two ago. There's slight changes. There's been changes to attachments and all that stuff. It's very, very similar, but there are some slight changes. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the gun. If you guys are just tuning in right now to the video, we're gonna do the barter at Peacekeeper 1 for the 7 dog tags, giving us around 21,000 rubles for the MPX, which is a lot cheaper than buying it from flea market at like 44,000, especially when they're not all going to be at 100k or at 100 durability. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the narrow arms Grawl S pistol grip. This is going to give us a nice plus 15. I think it looks better than the PSG, so I run it, but PSG a lot of times is going to be the same for many of your builds. This is going to be 135 USD from Peacekeeper 4 at plus 15 ergonomics. After that, we are going to be running the 41 round magazines. Now, a lot of you are going to ask, why don't I run the 50 round magazines? Now, the 50 round magazines for the MPX are a little bit different than some of the other 50 round magazines or some of the other drum magazines for the weapons, and that is the ergo nerf is absolutely insane. You're only losing 4 ergo, and if you go up with 9 more rounds for the drum, you're losing 15 ergo. It's not worth it. It's ridiculous. So the 41s are perfect, and honestly 41 is plenty of enough ammo to use in this. So we're going to be running these. We're going to be getting the 41 rounders for 5,906 rubles from Mechanic 3, giving us that -4 ergo. And then after that, we are going to be moving over here. We're going to be grabbing the MPX retractable stock pipe adapter for 32 USD from Peacekeeper 3, and that's going to give us a -2 ergo. On top of that, we're going to be running the Strike Industries advanced receiver. This one is going to give us the -4% on the vertical recoil, +2 on the ergonomics, and we're going to be able to get it for 11,693 rubles from Mechanic 4. On top of that, we're going to be running, many of you are familiar with how we've been running this lately, and that is on top of that, we're going to be putting the Magpul MOE. We're going to be getting that for 64 USD, very, very cheap for the meta in slot, which is very, very interesting as well, because it's also cheap if you have flea market and don't even have it through trader. So 64 USD, Peacekeeper 3, -30% vertical recoil and +8 on the ergonomics. And then for a little bit extra, we're going to be adding this rubber butt pad Magpul, and that's going to be 47 USD from Peacekeeper 3, giving us the -3% on the vertical recoil and +2 on the ergonomics, giving us the maximum of -33 +10. So very, very nice combo we have going on here for the MPX. I just completely exited out of everything. And then after that, we are going to be switching out the charging handle for the Geisley, the MPX Geisley charging handle, and that's because it gives us a little bit more ergo. +2 ergo at 18 USD, super cheap from Peacekeeper 3. And then after that, so I put this in here because we do talk about sights and lights. I'm running the Burris. If you wanted to run this build exactly how I have it, you can get this from Skier. It's actually a little bit cheaper, and you get it for 18,986 rubles from Skier 2. And then you also get the mount for it for only 1,800 rubles. So it's worth, but like I said, I like it a lot too, not just because of what it looks like, but I also like it because it doesn't mess with the ergonomics. There's no ergo nerf on it at all, which is really, really cool. After that, we're going to be moving to the MPX 14-inch barrel. This, in my opinion, is the best one if you're trying to get that low vertical recoil build. Plus, I like how it looks, so it's kind of like a combination. That's going to give us a -7% on the vertical recoil and negative 14 on the ergonomics. We're going to be able to get that for 121 USD from Peacekeeper 4. After that, we are going to be running the Lancer OEM 14-inch handguard to match the 14-inch barrel. That's going to be 14,000 rubles at the flea market. Now, you can get this from Trader, but it is cheaper pretty much all the time on the flea market, so there's no need. It's going to give us the negative 3% vertical recoil and plus 12 on the ergonomics. After that, we are going to be running a single rear sight for the iron sights, and we're going to be running the Chris Defense, and that's going to give us the +1 ergonomics. The way that this handguard is set up, we cannot run one on the front, or else we'd have another one. And that is going to be that is going to be 3,680 rubles from Skier 2. And then after that, we are going to grab the M-Lock 4.1-inch rail that we use for a lot of the other things, and that is other builds, I should say. 1,762 rubles from Mechanic 2. And on top of that, we are going to put the sexiest grip in the game, which is a Zenit RK1 on the B25U mount. Now, you can get better stats if you run like the Shift, or you can get better stats if you run the RK2 by Zenit, but I like how this one looks, so I'm gonna run it. The gun stats are already so good that honestly splitting hairs over different types of foregrips on all the meta ones, right, isn't really too big of a deal. Just kind of grab the one that you like how it looks. This one's expensive, but I like how it looks. So this one's 48,444 rubles from Skier 4. And the reason why I'm telling you guys that is because if you do want to save money, run something like the Shift. Pretty cheap from Peacekeeper, and you can get it for like 157 USD. That's going to be negative 3% on the vertical recoil and plus 2 on the ergo. After that, we are going to be moving to the last thing, and that is the suppressor. So the suppressor we have is the SIG SRD9. It's a great suppressor. I really like how it sounds as well. And that's going to be 26,700 rubles from the flea market, and we're going to be getting it for negative 8% on the vertical recoil and negative 15 on the ergonomics. Now, with all of that together, we have the META MPX at 53 ergo and 28 vertical recoil. Now, it's a little bit pricey, okay? It is a little bit pricey, but this is an MPX build video. This is because you want to run the best MPX. And in my opinion, this is the best MPX. Once you run it, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's sexy and it feels good, but it's also expensive. It is 185,895 rubles. And I know every single 9mm video that I make on YouTube, there is somebody in the comments who's always like, 9mm trash, 9mm sucks, so does 545. It's like, all right, bro, we get it. You like M61 just like everybody else, but at the end of the day, 9mm is still a dope gun to run. And, you know, it's fun to switch it up and all that stuff. So anyways, that's the build. Let's take it into Hideout, see what she's made of, and then we'll take it into edit preset. Okay. Ergo. It's just so nice, dude. Look at this thing. Okay. This thing does not move, bro. It does not move. It just sounds so good, too. This is that META MPX, boy. Has really good hip fire as well. Oh, you can't really see with the flashlight. Look at that. It's insane. I can't wait for you guys to run it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments after you run it. I want to talk to you guys about this MPX. I want to know about your MPX builds. Definitely jump in the Discord as well. We definitely have some MPX connoisseurs in the Discord making all kinds of crazy builds, so make sure you go check that out. Other than that, if you guys got some value out of the video, make sure you guys smash the like button. As always, it does go a long way for the channel, and I truly appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing the channel. It's been growing immensely, and it's all because you guys are sharing with your friends, commenting on the videos, liking the videos, videos, and overall just engaging with the video. So thank you so much. Other than that, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Tarkov content, and if you guys want to see when videos go live and get that notification, make sure you guys turn your bells on. If you guys want to stop by the stream, I would love to have you guys early in the morning, grab some caffeine, come hang out, and I'm on Twitch every day but Sunday right around 5-6 a.m. PST. So it'll be a good time. I hope you guys are very blessed. Hope you have an amazing day or night depending on where you're at in the world. I hope you guys enjoy this build, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Happy raids. What's up, bro?